Ooh, and there we are. There is today's index. The fabulous, the fantastic, the amazing Emma Keisha come in here, snuck in ahead of everybody and hit that first button. Well, she's in charge. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to follow her lead. This is a party, and it's for you, Miss Emma Keisha, and I hope you're having yourself a fantastic, fantastic time, because you'll never believe who we've got on guest, and if you already know, then you have already taken a page out of Miss Emma Keisha's book and following her lead. That's right. Oh, it's going to be a fantastic Talk Tuesday, and we're here for it. It's a little early, but that's all right. Sometimes greatness just can't be waited to be experienced, and this is going to be a good time. But all that aside, Miss Emma Keisha is today's index. She's leading the party. She's dancing. She's strutting. She's showing us all how to get down, get funky, and have a bit of a good time. I hope you guys are ready for a good time, because today is going to be amazing. Cousin. And we have an Keisha and of course our special guest is already in chat talking to everybody, and you'll get a chance to get in there. Hello, Potato Cat. We have the Star Chief Line, and I see us with the squirrel. Hello. Let me tell you guys, yes, it's an early Talk Tuesday today. Yes, it is a very early Talk Tuesday today. But that's okay. It's early, and it's early for really good reasons. It's early because we have a fantastic guest star for you guys today. He is the one, the only, the astronaut from out of this world. This man has kept us all laughing and in stitches. We've got sound bites of him. We've all had a chance to play games with him. The man builds fantastic Minecraft buildings to absolutely majestic Valheim villages. From fantastic inns and enshrouded, this guy has a resume of artistic talent that goes beyond what words can even describe. Yes, we are talking about the only and the single most important Swedish person I know, next to his darling wife Emma Keisha. And we are talking about the man from out of this world. That's right, Mr. Waggleton himself. Ooh, are we excited for this? I hope you are, because I'm delighted for it. But let's not keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's not hold this party up. We're going to get this train started. Exclamation puzzle will get you into the puzzle we're playing if you're interested. If you're not, sit around. Don't forget, we have questions down there, so don't forget to hit your interview, get your questions in, ask him all those burning questions that have been sitting around, jogging your brains about what you want to know about this fabulous astronaut. So, shall we go put on our jumpsuits and our spacesuits? Let's become Wagglenauts and let's have a good time. Here we are, the one and only Mr. Waggleton. Yo, Wags, welcome in.
Oh.
Welcome to Talk Tuesday.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, that delay is something else, right?
I guess. But I mean, I think it's all right.
It's a little, well, you know, some people are like, pop in there. I always seem to catch everybody by surprise when I pop in on that. It looks like your wife snuck in here and snatched the first out from everybody.
Yeah, I saw that. That's amazing. I tried to as well, but then it was like...
it was already used, yeah.
Yeah, it was already used.
I think as soon as I turned on the music, came on, that she was already in there. So I suspect that she was like hitting the refresh button, waiting for this thing to go live. She is probably just as excited about this Talk Tuesday as everybody else here.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun.
It'll be a good time.
So as you can hear, I am my voice is a little bit restrained due to I have been sick. I have actually. I've had bronchitis. I have bronchitis, but ain't nobody got time for that.
That's unfortunate.
It is what it is.
Well, you know, like I said, if you need to talk a little softer, feel free. We can always turn the volume up. If you need to cut it short, you're also welcome to say something about that. And we can do that as well. I want to make certain that you are taking care of yourself.
I am over here now, so it's all right. Wags
mean,
ASMR. Oh, poor Wags.
hey, you know, there's nothing wrong with a little Wags ASMR. I am certain that there are plenty of young ladies floating around in this chat right now that would love a little Wags ASMR.
I'm only doing ASMR for Keisha, though. No, so I have a little bit of a whispery voice, but ooh, baby.
Oh, baby. Yeah, exactly.
To
right.
the wag.
Right.
To the wags, want some water? Sure. The wags want some coffee, though.
Coffee. Jabba.
Coffee.
Coffee is life, but you know. Of course, I go through like 2 or 3. A bit of a sore throat, I suspect, but
yeah, it's bronchitis.
Yeah.
So it's like in what do you call it? Like in the lower parts of the lungs, and there's like an infection.
Yeah, no, that's bronchitis.
Yeah. So it is
okay.
what it is.
It is. It is. It absolutely is. But you know. All right, so you know, a couple of rules. I know we talked about this a little offline, but you know, just so that everybody else is reminded of the rules of the road. You know, submit your questions to Wags via the channel point redeem. It's only a point. If you're new here, just hitting the follow button or just sitting around for a few minutes will get you enough points to ask about 50 questions. Like,
hell yeah,
getting points to ask questions is not difficult. So hang out, enjoy the conversation. As always, we start off with, we have 2 questions we always ask all of our guests about.
Oh, nice.
And so those kind of get everything settled in there and get it ready for people to start flooding you with all of their embarrassing questions that they want to know, get all the information out of you that they can. So the first one is, and I usually go back and forth between these 2 questions, but we'll start simple, right? And the first one is usually, the first question we're going to ask you is, where does the name Mr. Waggleton come from? Because it's such a unique name. I have absolutely like adored the name ever since I first read it. And I would really like to know, where did you get that name? Where did you come up with it? Did you pluck it out of thin air? Did somebody suggest it? Was there a great story behind this? Or it was just like, this is what I did one day. We're dying to know. No. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. No, so actually the name Mr. Waggleton is, what would you call it, like a copyrighted name? Because I didn't come up with it myself. It was more like, I played a game a long time ago that's called Bulletstorm. And in that game, there is a robotic dinosaur that is named Mr. Waggleton P. Tallylicker. And whenever I heard that name, the first time I heard it, I was like, I love that. So I started nicknaming myself Mr. Waggleton just for fun. And then I kind of got stuck with it, you know? So it's like, I can't, I tried to figure out something else. It doesn't really work because nothing else fits. I am Mr. Waggleton. That is like my alias, my,
It works. It works for you. Yes, it's your nom de plume. But so if the game was Mr. Waggleton Tallywhacker, right? That's not really a copyrighted name since yours is not Mr. Waggleton Tallywhacker. So
no,
you're safe.
That's true. But it's such a great game though. It's like, if you haven't played it, you should absolutely do it. But he's like, whenever the like robot dinosaur dies, he's like, no, I named him Mr. Waggleton P. Tallywhacker. I'm gonna miss you. No, it's a great game. Like, honestly, reminds you a lot of Rage, if you've played that. It's like
Streets of Rage.
No, just Rage. It's like a post-apocalyptic game.
Oh, okay.
But this is more like Doom, maybe even. So you kill stuff and you get points for like most creative kill.
Sorry, I just haven't looked down and Swifty Squirrel's like, I know you said nom de plume, but Nori, because it's you saying, I heard gnome de plum.
Nom da plume.
Sorry.
But yeah, that's where Mr. Waggleton is from, actually.
Really? See, I would have, never would have guessed that one. Mostly, I don't think I've ever played that game, so I'll have to get you to get me to send that, to write that name down, or go back and re-listen to this and write the name of that game down just so I can go find it.
Oh yeah, there is like a full clip edition. It's on Steam as well. Mr. Waggleton lore, yes.
Yes, right. We're here for all of the Waggleton lore.
It's actually on 90% sale right now.
Is it really?
Yeah. I can send a link to the game in.
There you go.
In the chat. There we go. So it's on 90% sale.
Nice.
Gearbox Publishing, please. What's it called?
Sponsor
me, please. No, for you first-person shooter people out there, I think you're gonna like this game.
It's fantastic. I just the thought of you naming yourself after a Bulletstorm dinosaur just. That tickles me on so many levels. I can't even begin to. I mean, absolutely just tickles me to death. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that's question number one done. Easy, out of the way, right?
Perfect.
So the second question is, what started you off streaming? Like, what was the big thing that suddenly Wag sat down and said, I'm going to start streaming video games or streaming something, whether it was art or video or whatever? You just sat down, turned on Twitch and wanted to, like, what was what inspired you to do
that? Honestly, it wasn't me. It was Makisha, my loving wife, Makisha. She, I think it was like in December 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember how we got into it, but like I thought that like everything that you needed to start streaming cost money, so I never really got it, and so that's why I didn't start, because I've always wanted to do it, but
Right.
I didn't want to put in the money for it. And then Keisha was like, "Don't you want to stream?" And I'm like, yes. Yes, I've wanted to stream for quite a while, and so I started getting stuff together, fixing, and yeah, it's I think my first stream was on December 22nd, 2020. And I was my first ever stream. Jesus. I think it was like the Mortuary's Assistant. I was playing like a scary game.
Right.
No, wait.
Was that your first game? I feel like Mortuary Assistant was a later game for you.
I was playing like a demo or something.
Maybe.
But maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
All I remember is that, like, before I was even affiliate or anything like that, I streamed Lens Island for like 10 hours straight. I was like, oh, I love this game. Oh, this better give me some views and stuff like that. And then I watched my summary and I was like, the fuck? There's only 2 viewers? What the hell? So then, like, just to get over the bumps and all that, I started cutting down on the length of my streams. But I was streaming for quite a lot of hours, and a very gigantic like variety of games. Like there was nothing consistent or anything. Suddenly, I just started streaming like Teamfight Tactics, or and then next time I was building something in Minecraft, and next time I did something else. So yeah, it was a wide variety, but that's basically like how I started off.
That's
It was
amazing.
my wife who asked me if I wanted to do it.
So
And I'm
your
like,
biggest
yeah,
fan kicked you in the butt and sent you on your way, huh?
something like that. I'm trying to figure out like what was the first clip ever made. I think this is where I still kick your butt. Yeah, sure, you sure do. You sure do. And but yeah, then we started streaming. Like I had to fix my background and all that, because the first time I remember I had like a lit candle in the background while playing Mortuary's Assistant, and
Yeah, that's terrifying ambiance. Let's play a horror game with only the light of a candle that flickers
yeah.
in the back. Yo, Brother Fjord.
Mr. Brother Fjord, how's it going, dude? Oh, the memories. Yeah, the memories are crazy. It's I can't find but the candle. Yeah, that
Oh,
was Keisha's idea as well. She was like, "Wouldn't it be cozy if you had a candle in the background?" I'm like,
I
"Sure,
see.
absolutely."
I see. See, it was Keisha who was out to give you a heart attack. Got it.
Yeah, no, yeah, something like that. And and Keisha CEO. Yeah. But then I played a Little Misfortune. That was like I think that was my first like playthrough of a whole game, and I
Right.
enjoyed it a lot. Oh, I remember. Oh yes, I started streaming in Swedish. I was actually speaking Swedish like the first, not on the Mortuary's Assistant, but like I think I could not decide if I wanted to stream in English or if I wanted to stream in Swedish, but it eventually, obviously, went into English due to I got more.
Yeah, you get more viewers in English.
Yeah, and I got like, well, you came in, and then I had Sapper and.
Well, so Sapper was before me.
Oh yes, I think Sapper was actually the first one I ever did like a collab with. He sent me like I was streaming something, can't really remember, and but he sent me a message. 2022. Oh wait, what? No, that's not right. Holy! Oh wait, what? Did I say 2022 before or 2020?
2020.
Oh, I mean 2022. It was too many twos. But he said that my stream was pretty fun, and he likes to play a lot of indie games. I don't remember what I was playing, but apparently an indie game. And maybe sometimes we can collaborate and play blah blah blah. And yeah, that's when I started like collaborating with him, and yeah.
Well, I know the first time I ran into you, it was you and him, and you guys were playing, I think an old mod pack. It was a Minecraft mod pack.
Oh yeah, he was running a server, if I
Yep.
remember correctly. We were doing some Minecraft. It was such a 2 years in a Mr. Waggleton brain. I in 20 years I will remember it. Trust me. But right now it's too close to.
You're fine. You're fine. It is just fine.
Is that a Wags? It's a Wags.
It is a Wags. It is a very much so
Ali,
Wags.
hello, Mr. Serb, everybody.
Yeah, they're all out here to see you, my friend. You know, you amass quite a following of fantastic people that are all elated to see and hear from you.
I'm honored everyone is here tonight to listen to us yak about stuff. And
we're just, we'll yak, we'll reminisce, we'll laugh, we'll giggle. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. We were playing a modded Minecraft with Sapper. I remember I built a pink house. That's all I remember. And he said he wasn't really into building a lot, but I gave him some tips, and then he started building, basically.
Yeah, I don't remember him doing a whole lot of building in that, and I only think I remember like 1 or 2 stream sessions from that. I don't recall him doing too many of those.
No,
like it was kind of short lived for him.
Yeah, no, he made basically a garage where he did all his stuff in.
Yeah, I have a lab. He had a garage. Yeah.
Yeah. You cleared your schedule to pop in for a while. Oh, Ali, thank you.
But
that's it there.
What is a garage for his? You're not wrong, Squirrel. You're not wrong. But okay. So Miss Emma Keisha wants to know, why are you so handsome?
Oh. I was born this way, I guess. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way.
It's karaoke time in the middle of the night.
No, but why am I so handsome? That's a good question. I don't know. You're going to have to ask my mom and dad.
Well, okay, so you brought them up. Who do you take more after, your mom or your dad?
Oh. I do think that people would say I look like my mom, mostly, I believe. I think that what people would say. I don't think that mom, Keisha says with big letters. I think yeah, so I look like my mom then. Oh, but no, I think that like my my stubbornness and all that comes from my dad, but like everything else is from my mom.
Well, okay, but I think we're all stubborn to a point. I think stubbornness is just a fact of being human.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I'm not stubborn. Oh. Okay, yeah, you go. Go ahead, start arguing with me about that
one. Yeah, they have the same big head. God. Apparently, Keisha thinks I have a big head, but that just means because I'm big brained,
That's right. That's right. Well, and you walk around in that space helmet of yours long enough. You've left enough room in there for expansion.
Yeah, the helmet adapted to my head. That's
right.
They didn't make the helmet after my head. The helmet adapted to the head. Fantastic.
Yo, Weeb, welcome in.
Weeb, hello. All the cool people are here. Hell yeah.
Hi, Phoebe.
All in for the 8-month resub. People,
right?
The Denmark.
Just come hanging out. All the denizens.
Denizens.
Which, is a freaking Kino word he coined. He's like, it should be denizens. I'm like, okay. Sure.
Oh, really? He
Yeah.
was the one who came up with it.
Yep, that's where that came from.
Citizens, but of Denmark, right?
Well, so we called the Discord and everything, right? The den. So whenever you're a citizen of something, right? You're Croatian, or you're a Swedish, or you're American, or you're some kind of N sort of thing. And so yeah, denizens works just because you're a citizen of the den, and you're a resident of the denizen.
Yeah, yeah.
It was one of those lovely little like triple word association play sort of things. I'm like, that's great. We're just going to steal that. Mr. Zoda would like to know, what is your favorite ice cream?
My favorite ice cream. I would say, damn, that's a hard one.
How is that a hard one?
I don't know, but do you have a Cornetto in America?
No.
Cornetto.
I can't say that I've ever heard of that ice cream.
Oh, okay. Well, before they had a lemon ish. Well, not ish, but it was like a lemon cornetto. So it's like a waffle with some just one cornetto. Do you have cornetto, B?
Honestly, that sounds like a British import to me. Just because of the word.
I know that Simon Pegg and Nick Frost did so much like commercials in their movies about cornetto. They had like a different cornetto in all of the. Yeah, exactly. It's an ice cream cone with exactly dough. It was so good.
Is that like an ice cream cone with like a chocolate topper on it and some nuts sprinkled on it?
Oh, yeah, exactly. But except
it's
for
a
the
vanilla cone inside. Because that sounds like is we have a thing called drumsticks, which is what that sounds like.
I need to Google this.
Yeah, I'm in the process of doing the same thing myself.
Oh, yeah, kind of like that, but it's not that. But it is an ice cream cone, like a waffle cone, and at the top there's like vanilla all the way, and at the top there they had like lemony, a lemon topping on top of it, mixed up with some white chocolate flakes.
Okay, so that's you're just talking about a different flavor, but yeah, that's absolutely what we would call a drumstick here in the U.S.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I missed that one too, Dote, that they removed it. I have no idea why. But like right after that, I'd say.
Oh no, Rutherford!
My wireless is telling me, no, we need you here, sexy boy. But right after that, I think that Cornetto strawberry, the strawberry flavor is my favorite. Well, otherwise, lemon and strawberry. There we go.
See, and I think ice cream like that. I would do more traditional. Like if I'm going to get something like that, I'm more of vanilla and chocolate. I don't really like fruit in my ice cream.
It turns into a sorbet, basically. No, it doesn't. No. I don't know my ice cream. All I know is that I like some of it.
Well, some people like orange flavored ice cream, and there's nothing wrong with that. For me, it confuses my taste buds. It sounds kind of weird, but like for me, like sweet and fruit don't jive well on my tongue, and so if it tastes like fruit, I'm expecting some kind of fruit. I expect that I'm eating fruit of some sorts. So like all my ice cream that I eat is fairly plain. It's vanilla or chocolate. I don't really deviate too much. Closest deviation I come to that is yes, a sorbet does not contain dairy.
No, true. That's true. So it's just like scrambled fruits.
Yeah, it's a frozen fruit that's been blended.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it doesn't set well with me. So
no, but that's understandable.
I prefer my ice cream fairly plain and boring. I know it's not thoroughly exciting.
But right. Like if you have vanilla ice cream, do you have like chocolate sauce or?
Sometimes.
What the hell is koala sauce? Hang on, caramel.
Yep, caramel.
Salted caramel. Caramel. Here.
Oh, yeah. I am not big on salted caramel.
Oh no. Okay. But you really
Jill likes
like
it
that
though.
Sometimes. Yeah, me too. I do enjoy my caramel a little bit salty.
Jill will eat a little salty, but blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
You know, people like what they like.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I want ice cream.
Sorry, no. Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant that salted caramel was blasphemy.
No. The fact that I don't like salted caramel is what they're throwing a fit about.
Gotcha.
But that's all right.
But there you go. That's the answer to your question.
It's fabulous. So yeah, essentially it's like legitimately the same kind of ice cream, just a different name. And you guys have it over there, same as we have it over here.
Yep. Basically, I suppose. Oh, thanks, cousin.
I'm just like, I don't know what they expected. Anything less from me. I usually get in trouble about something at least once or twice a stream.
I was just about to say you were just waiting for the moment there.
Right, yep. I'm like, okay, what am I get called out for on this one? That's apparently salted caramel. That's all right. Well, it's like I have not made any bones about the fact that I prefer my ice cream plain. Vanilla, chocolate. I'm good after that. Peanut butter. I'll eat peanut butter in my ice cream.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure if I've ever had that.
Have you ever had Reese's peanut butter cups?
Yeah, I've tasted it. Like we have like this shop here in southern Sweden called in Malmö. That's overhyped. It's called, and they have a bunch of like American stuff, like Cheetos and some like different types of energy drinks, and then they have Reese's and. Oh,
I hope you're not drinking the energy drinks. Save your guts. Save your guts.
I've actually recently quit drinking energy drinks. I drank more like 2 a day, 2 to 3 energy drinks a day, like for quite a while, and I stopped like right after we went to go. And recycle the cans. So we had like 5 bags, and they were filled with energy drinks. And I was like, "This is a problem."
Wags, I would say that's a little bit of a problem.
It's kind of a problem, yeah.
Holy cow!
So it's a hard habit to. It is. I still have my tobacco, but that I can't get rid of. But I haven't. I have drunk. I've had one energy drink now in 6 weeks. Yay!
Yay. Well, progress, right?
Yeah.
Uh, he doesn't smoke, Miss B.
Oh no, yeah, no. I have something called snus. Exactly, snus, which
Yes.
is basically like small little packets of tobacco that not
Yep.
chew, but you put them under your lip and you enjoy the boost. I suppose. No, I don't know. It's like, well, if you Google snus, you will find out.
Yeah, it kind of. I mean, we have almost the same sort of thing here in the States too. A buddy of mine used to use those all like religiously. That was his way. Of course, that was back in the day when I used to smoke too. So that's been a
Yeah.
little while.
Yeah, I used to be a smoker as well. I did quit smoking. How many years ago? I think I've been smoke free for at least 4 years,
Nice.
and then I have smoked since I was like 13 ish. So that's kind of it was a bad life's decision, I suppose. 4 years ago, yeah. So
A month is astonishing. I used to drink a lot of Mountain Dew, an awful lot.
uh-huh.
Like to the tune, I could go through a 12-pack of Mountain Dew in about 3 days.
Yeah.
At one point, it was, and that's the cans that I was buying to supplement the 20-ounce bottles that I was buying back and forth to work. And then when I was working where I was working at, they had Mountain Dew on tap.
Oh damn.
So yeah, I drank Mountain Dew from the time I got up to the time I went to bed.
Mm-hmm. But is that
Yeah.
like an energy drink, or is it just a lot of sugar?
It's a lot of sugar.
Oh, okay.
It is an unhealthy amount of sugar.
Well, yeah, but that's what I thought then. So it's not it's an energy drink in its own kind of way, I suppose.
Yeah.
You have watched Nero down a 6-pack of monsters in a 8-hour shift. We were, oh dude, I could do that when I was down in when I when I was at my worst, I suppose. It's like there was nothing. Like I woke up and the first thing I thought of was like, I need energy drink. I need this. I need it. I can't function without it. And
Yeah, it's
I guess
basically turned it into an addiction at that point.
oh yeah. And it was quite a strong addiction as well. But and then when I had it, I could I could drink one before I went to bed. Like it would calm me down for some reason. It's like it's the you know the effect of an energy drink is that it's supposed to give you energy, right?
Oh yeah.
But I'm not sure. Like I've heard, and
No, it's a very real thing because I could drink all that caffeine and a cup of coffee. And in fact, I still drink coffee way up until like midnight, and I'll go lay down and go to sleep anyways.
Yeah,
it's a very real
no,
thing.
I've heard that when I was talking to like my psychiatrist, is that like drinking, no, not psychiatrist, yeah, something, like drink that caffeine can have a very different effect on people that has ADHD or ADD even.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like it would calm me down in comparison to therapist. Is it called therapist? What did I say? Psychiatrist. That sounds like I've been.
I think you're referring to a doctor.
Well, yeah, kind of doctor. It was just a doctor that I was talking to, basically.
Noise.
Yeah. So that's basically what she said, and she was also like, "Oh, so how do you want to talk about it? Like your ADD?" I'm like, "What?"
Who's got ADD? You've got ADD. I don't have ADD. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What you talking about, fool? Emotional support coffee for those who has ADHD. Yeah, right. It is like you take it to calm down. You don't take it to get energy.
Yes.
Something like that.
Something like that. It's fine. It's fine. Well,
It is now, though.
We're on the subject anyway, so we'll go ahead and Miss Frankie would like to know, what couldn't you live without?
Oh, my wife. Honestly, it's like I don't think that I don't think that I could function without her. She's basically my my rock, my stöttepelare.
Well, you just scored all the points with the ladies in the chat. I mean,
Ding 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 ding.
this is why
No,
he's listed as one of the sexiest men on the interwebs. Sorry, ladies, he's already taken.
Congratulations, Keisha. No, but I think that is my answer on that question.
Yeah, no, that's a good answer.
I would not be able to function without her. She is the one that keeps my head above the surface, and yeah, she's the one that calms me down whenever I have whenever I'm having my episodes and like my bad days. We already have a room. We have a house.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
So, Ms. B would like to know, what hobbies do you have outside of Twitch and gaming?
Singing is one of them. I do like drawing. All right, Brother Fjord. I'll see you, dude.
Take care, Brother Ferd.
Hobbies. I like fishing. I've grown up in a fishing family, and we've went all we have a little house in well, it's not that little, but we have a house in northern of Norway where we go like every year. I've been there almost every summer in my childhood.
I was going to say, we've seen you fish because you've done the stream from the back of the boat.
Oh yeah, that's true. Though there was no fish in that stream.
No, I don't think you guys caught anything, but we did get to see you and Miss Amakisha out there fishing, having a good time.
Yeah,
ducking it up.
I forgot the anchor when I drove away with. Well, do you say that you drive a boat? By the way, a motorboat.
That works. Yeah, you could say you drive a boat.
All right. So when I drove away with the boat, and Keisha was like, because I forgot the anchor. Like, imagine it would just come to a stop, like, boom,
doink. I ripped the back end of the boat off. Like one of those old cartoon shows where they just kind of, gun the engine, take off, and then the boat just kind of stops and everybody else keeps traveling.
Everybody continues. No, but that would suck though, because it was my dad's boat.
That would suck.
It would suck. But
thank you, Shale, for the resub. Enjoy the emotes. You also now have more points to spend on asking Mr. Waggleton all kinds of crazies. Tired of commercials.
I don't know. I think that Keisha knows more of my hobbies than I do. Besides, like I do,
Wait.
most of my hobbies actually involve gaming. I like to watch series and movies. Well, movies not so much, but I'm more of a series. I enjoy series much more than I do enjoy movies.
Well, that is the thing. Some people enjoy their television series. There's nothing wrong with that.
We have recently, me and Keisha has. I have watched it before, but Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. It's called, and it's so much fucking chaos, and it's such a good show.
I'm like,
unfortunately,
this sounds like a comedy.
Oh yeah,
sitcom.
It is, but no, it's not a sitcom. It is a series, like 40 to 55-minute episode per episode.
Yeah,
and you get to follow Dirk Gently then, who his sick and wonderful show. Yeah, right. Hey Cat, how's it going, dude? You get to follow Dirk Gently, and he, you know what a holistic person is, right? That, like, everything is connected, and so he's a detective. Well, and then he takes help from his friend. Well, a friend that he hasn't met, basically. It's hilarious.
I imagine it is. For me, right? One of my oldest friends died years ago. But we used to do D&D campaigns together and whatnot. And his characters were always named Dirk Gently.
Really?
Yes. So you start talking. I'm like, okay, this is, for him, it was always a bad joke, and it was always telling jokes. And then that character was always a mess. So I wonder if there's some crossover inspiration there. Maybe like a book or something. I don't know. But that's not the first time I've heard that name, which is why I was like, that's impressive.
Maybe everything is connected.
Mind you, that friend of mine that I'm talking about, he's been dead for almost a decade now. So.
Oh, damn. I know there is books.
Yeah. So it's just one of those. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
that's going to be a chaotic
crazy.
Show. It has to be comedy.
It is serious and comedy. I think it's hilarious. There's a lot of fun moments in it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But yeah, unfortunately, the show got shut down. Yeah, the books are written by Douglas Adams. Yeah.
That would be the other reason why it sounds so familiar, because I am an avid Douglas Adams reader.
Ah, nice. Then I recommend it. But unfortunately, the show on Netflix shut down after 2 seasons, and I'm not sure how many books there are, but I would love to have all those books just so I could read them, even though I never read books. I am not a book reader.
No,
because I basically get like bored very easily with reading, because I read everything.
Get a throne list.
A throne list? What's a throne list?
Well, if it was here in the United States and you asked me what a throne list is, I'm going to tell you that's a list of reading material that you plan on reading every time you go to the bathroom.
Oh, I just play games on my computer, on my phone. I bring my computer, and when
I don't need to read. I've got a computer, wireless, baby. Let's go.
Right?
It's a gift wish list for streamers. That is fantastic.
But I would love all of the Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency books, because I want to know what happens like after the series, like the season 2 of the series. I need to know what happens.
You need to know.
I need to know.
Well, there you go. Ms. Toasty Bats, who popped in, would like to know what is your favorite game/game series?
Oh, that is also a very good question. Like right now, I normally like nut down on one game, and then I play the living out of that game. So right now I am playing a lot of Warframe. Because I don't know. Honestly,
You're hooked on it.
I'm hooked on it, and even though sometimes it's not, I don't know what to do in the game. I know that there is a lot of things I can do in the game. Yay, Warframe! Yes.
I was going to say, you're going to get the Azure Starchy Cats to respond to that one.
Hell yeah. No, so it's like I've unlocked before I stopped playing Warframe, I had unlocked like all of the achievements except for one, and then a lot of new achievements came in, and so after like I had 1,500 hours in the game, and well, I still, when I got back to it, it felt like a completely new game.
Warframe's gone through an awful lot of changes. Like I remember playing it when it first came out.
Oh yeah,
way back when it was still like early alpha and whatnot. And even from now to then, it's such a radically different game.
Mm-hmm. And you finally finished a wave, right? Oh, that sucked, and it's not even that fun. No, but they for a free game as well, they offer you so much in that game.
They did a good job at that game. I will give them credit on that. They did a really good job.
And they are continuously doing like updates and giving you a lot of stuff.
Well, so they definitely have enough people that are spending money on it, which is what makes all that really possible.
Yeah. So, but what I find more amazing about the game is that it's not pay to win. It is pay to shortcut, basically, but you still can get everything you can get from buying stuff, except for Prime stuff. But that's basically just skins and whatnot.
Right.
That you probably couldn't get if you didn't pay for it, but you can get like the in-game currency in the game by trading other stuff with other people.
There you go.
But if you were talking about like a game series, I think I would have to say either Dragon Age or Mass Effect.
Hello, Com.
Hi, Com. How's it going?
Big fan of this start time. Well, I imagine a lot of people on that side of the water are really big fans of this start time.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You literally just mentioned those to Swifty. Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, Mass Effect, Dragon Age, they are both Bethesda, I think. No, BioWare, sorry. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I was going to say BioWare. I have Mass Effects, and because I picked it up when there was a free offering for it. So I've got the Mass Effects, at least the first 3 games in the Mass Effect series. Mm-hmm. And I started playing it, and I haven't really done anything. And in Dragon Age, I have at least 1, I think, or 2 of those, because Steam had a sale on them, and they were like $5. So
Yeah, you should definitely get them then.
I'll just grab these. It'll be fine.
I mean, Dragon Age was good. Like the first game, amazing, and then they released the Awakening, the Origins Awakening DLC to it. Also really good, and ties the first game and the second game very well together. Like, no, wait, yes, there are some characters that you meet in the
No,
Awakening that's
yes, no.
in the second game. But the second game is, it's all right. But the third game is also very good, the Inquisition. But Dragon Age Origins and Awakening is the absolute best in that series. And I think that Mass Effect 1 and 3 is also really good. And then they released the Andromeda that was very different and kind of like open world-ish, but not really open world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good, but it was meh. It didn't really tie together anything from the other Mass Effect, though I've heard that they are going to release a Mass Effect 4, and that's kind of interesting. The Metro series are also amazing.
Oh, Metroid? Yeah.
No, not Metroid. Metro.
Oh, Metro.
Metro 2033.
Yeah, I have that series too. I played a lot. I played a bit of that offline by myself. It's
so good.
interesting. I find it interesting just because of how they portrayed the series, or at least it's only technically 2, and then they just dumped a bunch of DLCs and changed a bit of the gameplay on top of the other ones. It's not like it's even,
But 2033, Last Light are amazing. Exodus was okay. Like, it was good, but the first game and the second game, it didn't really come any closer.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'd say that are my favorite game series. But there are so many genres in the game, like I can't really pick. Those are more for the shooter and like the RPG style. But then you have To the Moon, and there is Pokemon.
Speaking
like
of games, I know you started it on stream? Did you ever go back and figure out what was going on and what your problem was, and actually complete Outer Wilds? I remember you started it. You crashed the ship. You like flipped the thing on its head and then stuck it on top of you, and you were like, "It's stuck. I don't know what to do." And then that was, I think you like ended the stream after that point. But did you ever go back to finish that?
No. I have 45 minutes of game time on it, and for that 45 minutes I was reading a shit ton. I tried to fly my ship and I landed on my head and I couldn't get it away, and I just couldn't start over. I was like, nah. Like, imagine playing for like 10 hours and that happens and you have to start over because you can't fix your ship.
Okay. I was curious about it because I remember watching you laughing hysterically as you flipped the ship over and you were like, "I don't know what to do." I'm like, "Great. Captain Wags doesn't know how to unfix the ship, and he broke it."
Yep. No, I never went back to it, actually. Though I've heard that it is a really good game, like, overall.
Yeah, Epic had it up for free with all the DLCs on top of it, and so I've got it. It's sitting on the back of the computer, and it's on my list of ones to go and play. It hasn't made it to the top of the charts yet.
No, there's a lot of voice. There's a lot of voice actings in that game. A lot of voices to do.
Aha. Yeah, I imagine so. If you decide to do voices, you could always just skip the voices and be like, "I'm not doing these voices. You want voices? Voice it yourself."
Yeah, but it just adds what I figured is that I do like to do different types of voices, and
Oh, you do
because it
tons of
makes
voices.
it makes like the characters get a personality.
And
So
when
that's
you, yes, Wags does amazing voices. Now, when you do your voices, do you find you model them after like particular individuals?
well, I'm trying to look at them and see what they look like and how I would imagine they would sound like.
Aha.
Basically, I don't know actually. Sometimes I just do, like if you see a dwarf with a big beard, you know he has like a burly voice. He can't talk like this. So it's a he will
I
become a dwarf. He will be talking like this instead. You know.
See, my personal thing is to do the anachronisms with the voice, right? You got that really big, tall, brutish sort of guy, this huge giant of a man, and then when he starts talking, it just sounds like this. And just make him talk little light and squeaky. Because it's such one of those like it messes with you, right? You're
Yeah,
looking
you
at this
wouldn't imagine
it's
it.
a big giant and it's just a dainty little thing, and you're like, okay, wait a second.
You need to watch out. No, but I'm thinking like a big
No,
burly
yeah,
dude with an
I
axe. He'd be talking a little bit like this, or something like
yeah,
that.
right. You know, make them sound a little bit more like Cookie Monster or something. Oh, I get it. Or yeah,
But that's Bane's voice was
yeah,
not what I
exactly, right.
expected.
It's
adopted the darkness. I was born in it.
right, but it's one of those things, right? If you can do a voice for a particular character that is unexpected, it suddenly becomes everybody's favorite character to listen to.
Yeah, or
Um,
if it has like the perfect voice, you know, like the perfect voice for the perfect character.
Right.
Like I remember I was watching, if you guys know who Jacksepticeye is, but he was he's a YouTuber and he was playing Undertale, and he did the voice. He was doing a lot of voice acting as well, and then he did the voice for Flowey the Flower, and I was like, yeah, that is the voice of that character. It's like I cannot not unhear it, because like every time I read something, I hear his voice doing that character, for example.
Oh, there you go.
So sometimes, like when the shoe fits, it fits really freaking good.
Yep.
But then,
And
like
when
what you were talking about, the out of context voices are also really fun.
yeah, oh yeah, they're my favorite ones, and those are usually the ones that I give a lot of my favorite characters. Like, oh, you're expecting some kind of big burly brusque sort of guy, and he just sounds like this dainty little thing, and you're like, what in the world? And those are usually my favorite characters, right? So I'm like, okay, he should be this big hulking guy. He should sound like there's a lot of power and authority behind his voice, and you know, he should command, and you should want to listen to him. You know, you want to get that real rich timbre and everything else, and then you know you're like, yep. And he sounds like he's about 2 inches sipping on helium all day, and you're like, where'd this?
Well,
It's fun.
That changed. That took a drastic turn.
Exactly, right? It's like completely out of left field, but you know, that's all right.
What was the question again?
We were so it's a question from Toasty Bats. We were talking about your favorite game/game series, and then we went down a rabbit hole, which is a thing that happens around here. Talk
absolutely.
Tuesdays are all about our rabbit holes. You're just fine. So yeah, we'll take lots of deviations through the journey of this series. It's
That's fun. That's the way you know you're having a good time. You know.
oh, we're here for it. We celebrate it. It's exactly what I expect to happen every time. Let's see. Miss Potato Cat says, "Let me steal shoes, please."
Sure. I could
She's
give the
out
shoes to you.
to snatch
There you go.
everybody's shoes.
I give you 3 pair. Oh wait, I mean 3 shoes. There you go.
Oh, you just made a friend for life with that one.
Oh no! Here
Wags
we have.
has actual
This-
shoe
this-
emotes.
Yeah, I do. And that little guy, he's the one stealing shoes as well. So there's your companion. And he's so happy. So there you go, Potato Cat. There's your shoes. I hope you enjoy them. They are free.
Oh, B, how could you? Such a controversial question. Oh,
What? What's going on?
B would like to know, socks and sandals? Yes or no?
No. Socks, never. Only when I work. The first thing that goes off my feet when I come home is my shoes and then my socks. And then I'm done. But sandals and socks. Oh, I don't know. Like,
Would you wear the two of them together? I think is the question. Would you wear socks and sandals together, or no?
the answer is big no. Good, very good question, though. No, nope, not ever. Swords and sandals, hell yeah. Gladiator. I wear socks and slides. What's
Yeah,
slides?
It's basically a sandal, but it's only the front of the shoe, and it's just a strap that goes from one end to the other end. It doesn't have the toe split.
Yeah.
So you slide your foot into it and you walk around on it. Yeah, Crocs.
Yeah,
It would be
okay,
another way.
okay, yeah. I have socks in those, yeah, because when I'm at work, though. But as I said, I feel like socks kind of like it's like a claustrophobic feeling in my feet for some reason. It's like I don't want socks on me, even though it's cold in the house or anything like that. No socks. I don't wear them at least,
No socks
except
for
when
Jewel.
I'm at work or when I go somewhere. But when when I feel like I'm going to be there for a while, normally I take the socks off, no matter where I am, except for work.
So we know.
I am not
We
a
know
sock
when
person.
when you're really comfortable, the socks have come off.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically it. And if you come here and you find socks all over the place, you know the reason. Because I take them off wherever I am and then I just leave them to rot. I don't know how many socks I've lost due to them going like under the couch or going
I
anywhere
am
else.
certain, and Keisha doesn't have a fit about that. What I heard was maybe, but we're not going to talk about it. Next question.
Yeah, rotting socks. That's the best socks. No.
Fantastic. Miss B would also like to know which game made you raid quit the hardest.
Rage quit.
Yes, you played it.
Oof.
You went, screw. I'm done. Screw this game, and just like turned it off.
A very good question. I think that would be like League of Legends. Fuck that game. No, but I think that League of
was like-
Legends is one.
I'm sitting here racking my brain. I'm like, of all the games I have watched Wags play, which one did I think that he would have most likely been like, nah, screw this, I'm done. And
Yeah.
I couldn't think of one. But that's because I don't know that I've ever watched you play League of Legends.
No, there is a reason to that. I used to play it a lot, but not anymore.
Nah.
I can't.
Just-
I like co-op games are so much nicer than competitive games, because competitive games, as the name states, it's competitive, and normally I am not a sore loser or something like that. But when it comes to League of Legends, I just can't. There is something about that game, like competitive games overall, that are like, I get so nervous when I play them, and then I get frustrated when I don't win. And
Don't look at me. I don't even play the game. So there. And the reason why you're missing the left sock is because you keep leaving them in the shoes, and the potato cat keeps swiping them.
wasn't rage, but the boredom quit. I remember was Greedfall. That you played, or that I remember I played Greedfall for a while as well, but I don't remember if I raged quit. I'm not sure if it was me you meant either.
I don't even know the game. I tell you honestly. Oh no, that would have been the game I would have put up there for you. Astroneer.
Oh, I didn't rage quit from that.
No, we didn't so much rage quit as we tried and failed and tried and failed, and eventually we did. We just like said, "Fuck this."
Yeah, but it was so fucking complicated, and you didn't get anything to like understand what you were going to what you had to do.
I hated the controls on that game. That drove me ballistic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember now. I was playing the game, but it was such a long intro. I was very bored. But if you mean like a rage quit, that would be like, I quit this game, I am never ever coming back. I think that would
I think
be...
the question just means you were like, nope. And then did the whole meme of, fuck this shit, I'm out, and just turned it off and just walked away. Whether you came back to it or not, I don't think that matters with regards to the question. At least not the way I'm interpreting it. I think it's more of just, what game did you play that you were just like, nope, done.
Getting over it with Bennett Foddy. It is basically you play as a guy sitting inside of a cauldron, and you have a sledgehammer that you use to basically like thrust you forward. That is your, and
I've
mouse
watched
controlled.
that one. I have watched that game play, and I have not. I'm like, nope, I'm not even going to entertain this one. Don't even ask me to play it.
Did you get over it though? No. I thought I got very far, and then I fell down, and I fell all the way to the beginning. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And like the amount of anger inside of me, like for something like you lost all the progress. It's like, as I said, like the anger, it is unreal. You can't explain how angry you are. And it's like, people are like, it's only a game. Yeah, I know.
It's only a game. I just spent the last 3 hours of my life on this only a game.
Yeah. And then just to get it fucked up, basically.
And then it's
Sorry
all
for
gone.
language.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
We are an 18 plus stream. You are just fine.
Oh, great. And I think that one other game was Thymesia. So it's basically like a Bloodborne type of game. But I quit that game because it was ridiculously hard. I couldn't get past the trash. And the first boss, I was like, no, you can't do it.
Interesting.
Thymesia was also one of those.
Nori uncensored is my favorite kind. You know, there
Hell
are
yeah.
some people that would argue that point and would prefer that Nori stayed very much so censored.
I mean, I probably have, but I don't think I've heard. I don't.
You've
think I
never
hear
heard
you
me
swear.
uncensored. Oh no, you've heard me swear. I swear quite often.
Oh yes. Well, you have, but I don't think I can recall.
Unfiltered Nori is the only person around here that would know anything about unfiltered Nori would be Shale.
Madre de Dios. That's what I know. And sometimes I hear you go, I don't know how to say it. Madre de Dios. Some I don't know Espanol.
Está bien, está bien.
It's good. You're welcome, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, she spent a good chunk of time putting that filter in place.
Well, that's good. But
there used to be a
filter?
time. Yes, she does.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's great.
There used to be a time where I would just whatever hit my brain was out my mouth before I even had time to consider the repercussions of what I was saying.
Oh yeah, you speak before you think.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, me too. Too much, too often.
Yeah.
But that was my my answer to that. I think getting over it.
Yeah.
And League of Legends.
Miss Swifty Squirrel would like to know exactly how excited are you for Lens Island full release?
Oh, it's coming later this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
I am looking forward to it quite a lot. I have been playing a lot of Lens Island. It is such a good game. But they say it's going to be full release, but I don't think that the story wise, I think it will be, but they will probably add a bunch more stuff to look forward to in the future as well. After that, because they have a very active group of people that are working on it, and they listen to their community quite a lot, which is great. But I'm looking forward to it. Like 10 out of 10 looking forward to it. Hey. Stop that. It's supposed to go there. No, it's not. Oh, dang it.
No, it's not. Actually, I think it belongs over here somewhere. But, getting in front of cousin while she's attempting to do a puzzle was pretty comical. I couldn't resist. Brother Fjord would like to know, what would be your final meal if you were on death row?
Oh, my final meal if I was on death row. I think pizza. Pepperoni pizza.
Okay.
Yep. I think so, yeah. I do like my pizza.
Pizza. See, pizza. Every time somebody says pizza, all I can hear is freaking Little Caesars guy. Pizza.
Just... I think I would go with pineapple as well, just to piss everyone off.
Pineapple? Just pineapple itself, or would you have pineapple and Canadian bacon?
Pineapple and pepperoni.
Real trendsetter.
I mean, Going out with a bang. Better mess with people.
You know, as much as people want to trash talk about that, right? They're like, oh, pineapple, terrible, yuck, bad, nasty, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, another problem with that is somewhere at some point in time, there was a somebody who decided that that was actually a really good idea.
Yeah. And I am happy they did, because I do love pineapple on my pizza, actually. Here I am. Yeah, exactly. There we go. There is even a pizza time emote with a pineapple on it. The greatest. Oh, so you like pineapple on pizza? Oh, hell yeah.
I got nothing. I grew up eating pineapple on my pizza, so I don't know what everybody's throwing a fit about. To me, it's just another piece of pizza, whatever.
It's just normal for you. But then it's like, if you have a sweet, like, the sweet goes so well with the salt. And that is why I think I like it.
I tell people I don't food shame around here. It's just fine. Mostly because I've had ice cream on my pizza. So,
What? Nice. Is that good?
It's a sweet pizza. But
Soggy what do you mean soggy pizza?
So
I mean
pepperoni
doesn't
not
become
pepperoni.
soggy.
No, pineapple is a very juicy fruit. And so
It is.
when you add pineapple to a pizza, which, by the way, the pizza already is going to be greasy between the grease, the oils from the cheese, your pizza sauce,
marinara sauce,
and then on top of that, the oils from the pepperoni, and then you're adding pineapple on top of it. You basically have got a soup on top of the pizza.
I'd say no. I want more sauce on my pizza as well, like afterwards.
Pepperoni, pineapple, jalapeno.
Oh, jalapeno! I'm not too fond of jalapeno. Jalapeno.
Well,
Jalapeno.
jalapenos aren't always hot. Like, I think people go, "Oh, jalapenos are a hot." Not really.
Jalapeno.
They're okay. And you can definitely get some that are a little on the warm side, but
no, but like the fresh Italian pizzas, I think they are sure. I mean, I guess that's how it started, but I think they are boring. No offense, but I want stuff that tastes stuff.
Yeah, Swifty, not everybody drains the pineapple.
No, but I mean, like it probably will be in some kind of juice that you either pour out or drink. I don't know.
I drink straight pineapple juice.
Yes, and that's
stuff.
so good, though. Oh, that's so good.
I will absolutely. Of course, I will also absolutely drink a lot of things. Actually, I'm sitting here like, that sounds tasty right about now. And oh, that sounds tasty right about now. And
I've never had a soggy Hawaiian pizza, but if that's should be fed. No, that's
controversial.
That's
Me? No, I'm never controversial.
But I don't want. I don't want my pineapple sweet. I want mine a little bit like. Is it called tangy? No, not tangy. Syrlig.
Yeah, I think tangy is what you're looking for.
Let's see. Syrlig English. Tart.
Yeah, tart, tangy.
Tangy, tart.
Yeah. No, I think you got the word right.
Yeah. So if the pineapple is too sweet, it doesn't really work on a pizza. But if it's like more tangy or tart, it is so good. You call bullshit? It's a fun way of doing it.
Yes, that's a very fun way of doing it. I was just laughing at that. I'm like, okay, that's great.
I love that the poop has a smiley on it. He's so happy being a little shit.
Well, you know, everybody's got to be one sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a thing. It happens. I'm generally a little shit all the time.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
That's fantastic. Let's see what else we have over here. Miss B would like to know: do you have a guilty pleasure game/game genre?
A guilty pleasure, is that like
That's a game you play that you don't actively tell people you play because it's your own little personal private thing that you like to do, and you hide that away.
Oh, Barbie. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know if, well, that would probably be you won't judge. I'm trying to look for something like, I think that would be like more emotional type of games. Though I know I've spoken about it before, so it's like I do love my story-based games. Like if you've ever played like Life is Strange.
I've not played it, but I've been watching a few people playing it right now, but I have not personally played that game.
The Sims 4, yeah. I haven't played The Sims 4 too much, but I think that started off as well as a guilty pleasure, was like Guild Wars. Because I just wanted to do something, and then we all started playing together, and then it didn't become a guilty pleasure anymore. I'm trying to look through my game list here if I have anything. Well, To the Moon series. Well, you got To the Moon, and then you got the other one is like a pixel art RPG maker game. I've been enjoying it. I enjoyed it a lot, but otherwise, I don't think I do have any kind of guilty pleasure games.
That's fair. It's not necessary that you have one. You just, you know, people are curious if you did.
Yeah.
I think there are a few games that I play that are just, I play for myself. And I don't necessarily put them up for anybody to see or watch or anything. I just log in, turn them on, and play. Like, I've got a bunch of Mega Man games that sit on my computer that I will just turn on and then play for 5-10 minutes here or there because I enjoy them. They're my guilty little pleasure. And I sit back and enjoy it. That or Metroid's another good one.
Metroid or Metro?
Metroid. We're talking Samus, the OG.
Yeah. The OG orange robot. No, it's not a robot. It's a suit. It is a suit.
It's a suit with a bikini-clad lady inside of it.
So they like
you
that.
Think so if you beat the original Metroid game fast enough, that's actually the ending. Metroid takes her. Samus takes the suit off and she's in a bikini.
Really?
Yep, that was in the original 8-bit console release. Absolutely.
Oh, okay then.
As a kid,
I don't think I've ever played a Metroid game.
I spent months perfecting my speed running and whatnot so I could get that armor on lock.
I hope it was an achievement, by the way.
No achievement. There was never. We didn't have achievements back then. Are you kidding
Oh
me?
yeah, a personal achievement then.
Spoilers. Okay, if that's a spoiler for anybody at this day and age, then too bad.
Right. But no, I think that like MMORPG games would be like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm.
Totally could see that.
Or
a little
like,
World
nah,
of
I
Warcraft,
don't know.
or
Yeah, you got like all of them. World of Warcraft, Terra, Black Desert. I've played so
Never
many
played Black
different
Desert.
MMO. It's
Shale played it once, and she wasn't that impressed with it, and so I figured if she wasn't that impressed with it, I'm not going to be that impressed with it, so I never played it.
no, that's fair. But I was kind of
Spyro Wags. Apparently, Keisha thinks Spyro is your guilty pleasure.
Oh, it is. Ah, okay. But Spyro's fun.
But
I think this
but
is more like
no. Guilty pleasures are supposed to be fun.
oh, but it's not that I don't tell anyone. Like people don't ask. Oh, I have one.
You have one?
Spore.
Okay. Spore.
Yeah.
I know.
I remember I have so many videos on my old YouTube channel with a shit ton of Spore creations that I used to do. Let's see.
It's something to be objectively crap.
Fun and good is just pleasure. The guilty part is just something being objectively crap. But hang on a second.
Mm-hmm.
So my old YouTube page, I can so there is so much Spore creations that I used to do. It's 14 years ago.
Oof. Time flies, my friend.
Hell
Turn
yeah.
around twice, and next thing you know, a decade's gone.
Another 14 years is gone. Yeah. So how old was I 14 years ago? All right, 1920-ish. Hey, I got 6 subscribers on this channel. Cool.
Nice.
But yeah, that's that was I would say that's then guilty pleasure.
So Rutherford's doing his traditional kiss, marry, kill. Rutherford, Zoda, or myself.
Myself?
No, me, Nori.
Oh.
Those are your 3 options, and you have to choose one to kiss, one to marry, one to kill.
That's a tricky one. I think I well, obviously, like marrying Brother Fjord because he's like the second, the first sexiest man on Twitch. So I would marry, or maybe
that's
be
interesting. I would have thought you would have gone with we're going to kill Rutherford. That way, there's no competition.
Oh, that's true. Oh, but I can't do that to him. But I can't do it to anyone else either. Well, okay, let's see. I'm sorry, but Soda, I think I could kill you because you are a magician, right? You could just resurrect yourself, or like, I don't know.
He could just unkill himself.
How about what?
He could just unkill himself. Is that what you're saying?
No. Not really. He's a magician, and he can revive himself. Basically, he can use a soul stone, and yeah. Next question. Oh, that was a tricky one, actually.
Sorry. I'm still. All right.
I didn't think about that. I could be the only sexiest man on Twitch.
Yeah, he's
Huh.
coming in for that full-on bearded kiss. That's a whole lot of face hair he's going to get.
Yum yum. Smoochy smooch. I got hair on my mouth. I don't care. Live with it.
Let's see. We done that one. Brother Fjord would like to know what dead celebrity or historical figure would you most like to meet?
Would I most likely meet?
Would you most like to meet?
Oh, would most like to meet
Like,
Freddie
we could
Mercury.
really? Why
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury?
I don't know. He's an amazing singer. And he's like in one of the absolute best bands. Well, he was in one of the absolute best bands ever made.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I like Freddie Mercury. Don't get me wrong. I just, if we were going with bands and whatnot, I can think of several different singers from different bands that I would really enjoy to meet.
Oh yeah,
Freddie Mercury's there, but I wouldn't put him on my top 10. Maybe my top 20.
Who would your number one be?
My number one, I would actually sit down. Billy Joel.
Armstrong?
No, that's his name, Billy Joel. He was he played piano and was really big in the 80s. I think he's still actually around kicking. You can still listen to him and his stuff. But a lot of his music was somewhere between jazz and rock.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Here
so
I am
much
thinking
of his,
of Billy Joe Armstrong. Yeah, he's the singer in Green Day.
No. Afraid not. No, the Billy Joel I'm talking about was he wrote and produced Piano Man, excuse me. And that song for me, I think more than anything else, for me, that song resonated so much just because some of the lyrics of that song struck a chord with me as far as the way I grew up and my interactions with my father and a lot of the interactions that I had with my family and the way my life was going and everything else. And so that really struck a huge chord with me.
Mm-hmm. No, that's understandable. But it's like due to Freddie Mercury as well as that, me and my dad also, like growing up, me and my dad wasn't that very close to each other. And like we had music in common, music and fishing, and mostly music was then Queen. We were listening to a lot of Queen, and Freddie Mercury, and that is yeah. I don't know.
You're fine. There's nothing. You don't have to like defend your choice on that. I'm not.
Oh
here.
no, I'm not defending it. I'm just wanting to explain why. But
Freddie
like, if
Mercury
you were
is a good artist.
Mhm.
Like I think the work he's done is fantastic.
Oh yeah, he will be forever remembered.
Yep.
It
Maybe
is
right
like
is stuck in my head. River of Dreams was a glorious song. She's Always a Woman to Me was another great one. We had I had an electric keyboard growing up as a kid that would play She's Always a Woman to Me when you hit the demo button for that.
But I think that if we would
Yo,
come down
Bell, welcome
to
in.
Hi, Bell. If it would come down to celebrities that I would like to meet, like like actors, for example, I would really love to meet Adam Sandler, Jonah Hill, and what's his name? Russell Brand. Yeah.
Excellent. You know, but I'm trying to think of who actors wise I would want to sit down and talk with, and I'm like, I can't think of any real actors.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of tons of musicians, but unfortunately, my repertoire for actors is not very big.
No, that's fair.
So
That
that's fantastic. Let's see. Who can I think of? No, I take that back. There is, I mean, he's an actor, comedian. I think I would love to sit down and have a long conversation with George Carlin. Like, I think he would be a fun guy. Fabulous sense of humor. Ridiculously one of those people where his view on politics and whatnot and just what people are doing in the world is absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, he's a comedian first and foremost. And it was just I grew up listening to him. And it was just fantastic.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, I didn't mean to grab that.
It happens.
I don't know who that is though.
George Carlin? Oh, he was George Carlin was a comedian. The only movies that he's done are his comedy specials. So to call him an actor is a bit of a stretch. Like a lot of a stretch. Not just a little stretch, a lot of a stretch.
Oh no, I know who he is now. I've seen him. I recognize.
He was
his
in
face.
Thomas the Tank
Googled it.
Engine.
No. Oh, this guy's dead then.
Yeah. George Carlin has passed.
Oh.
Well, a fantastic sense of humor, and his ability to, well, which is really kind of interesting too, because he grew up in the news industry. Like his father was a big, I think, owner of a newspaper or editor of a newspaper or something crazy like that. So he grew up within that big social space and in where people were cared about what you wrote about them and that sort of thing. And so it was rather fantastic. His take on politics and procedures and what people were doing was always really interesting to listen to. And don't get him started on religion.
No, okay. I just read one of his quotes here. I have lots of ideas. Trouble is, most of them suck. I can relate to that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, like I said, not really much of an actor, but somebody that I have watched and I will go, if I need a good solid laugh, I'll go pull up a YouTube video of his and rewatch it. I don't care if I've seen it once or I've seen it 100 times. I still laugh at the jokes. It's like listening to them brand new again. But
that's kind of fun though.
Mm-hmm. Miss Amakisha would like to know, where would you like to travel? If you could take off and go anywhere, where would you like to go?
Scotland? No, I want to go to Scotland. I want to go to Iceland. I want to go to
Well, you put it out there as your first one, so I'm going to ask you why Scotland.
I don't know. Well, so me and Keisha have a little thing as well about Scotland. It's like when we married, as a morning present or a day present or whatever it was called, I gave her like a link, and that I bought a plot of land in Scotland for her, making her a lady of Scotland. And I planted a tree. So
Had them plant a tree there.
Yeah, they did.
Well, that's lovely.
So I bought a plot of land that they planted a tree on, and she became Miss Lady Emily Schellenberg of Scotland. So it would be fun to go, and I think it's down in this more southern part of Scotland, but it would be fun to go there and
see a tree
and take a look at it. Yeah, to see Emikisha's tree. And then I know that she's a big fan of Outlander, and it would be fun to go see Lodenbrock or whatever it was called. So it would basically like be our little honeymoon, because we haven't been on one yet.
You haven't been on a honeymoon yet? Ooh.
Nope. Unfortunately not.
That is unfortunate.
It is. You know, money.
You know, Squirrel usually asks a question, and Keisha's asked a sort of version of that question here with where would you like to travel to? So you said Scotland, and then what was your second one?
Iceland. Yeah, Iceland, I think.
Oh, it's like Iceland. Really? Yeah, okay. Iceland's the
Really?
nicer of the two. Well, so between Iceland and Greenland, you if you're going for a visit, Iceland is definitely the nicer of the two places.
Yeah, they got Blue Lagoon and a lot of good sceneries. Like I would love to go to. I would also love to go to like Paris or France for some like exploration type of like you get to see stuff, you know.
Right.
But it all depends on like what is the goal of the trip. Are we there to just chill and relax? Then I would love to go somewhere where there's a lot of sun. Or I would want to go to Norway to do some fishing. Or yeah, that's basically it.
The goal of the trip is whatever you make the goal of the trip to be.
Right. But it's like what me and Keisha decides on what our goal with the trip is. If we want to go on a trip that has a lot of stuff you can see, then it would be good to go somewhere where there is a lot you can see.
Right. If you're going to do the touristy thing, you would want to go to somewhere that has a lot of tourist places to go visit. Absolutely.
Right. Like when we went to London. We went. I think we went for 4 or 5 days, and we lived in Knightley. No, somewhere quite close to Hyde Park. Can't remember really, but we went there, and like at the end of it, we had to count our money so we could actually eat. We had to make our money like count.
Right. But you made a stretch.
Yeah. So we went to see Madame Tussauds, and we went up the London Eye. We went down to the water world, like looking at the fishes and stuff. and then
Knightsbridge.
Knightsbridge. Yeah. No, was it called Knightsbridge? Yeah. Well, and but we went over the bridge in London. That is quite. There's a lot of people there, like right by Big Ben, for example. Maybe
I was going
that's
to say, don't
Knightsbridge.
ask me because I've never been.
But that was a good trip. It was just like a touristy where we didn't look for the sun. I don't think it was any good weather at all. Some days it was when we were taking a walk in Hyde Park, for example. But it was a
Right.
good trip.
Well, that's
that
cool.
I would like to do again.
It's fantastic.
But
Well,
otherwise,
and-
I'm not much of a person that likes to go.
You're not much of a traveler, are you?
Not much of a traveler. Thank you.
See, I no good weather to enjoy it.
Well, yeah.
Essentially,
I'm boring? No, I'm sorry. I'm boring.
I don't find him boring at all. Huh.
I guess
it's- there's nothing wrong with being boring, right? As long as you're getting out of life what you want to get out of it, I think at the end of the day, that's exactly what you want. Can confirm it is raining right now up north. Like, well, it's got to be raining somewhere.
But I did try to answer the question like very, very widely. It's like it all depends on like what we want to do on the trip. Do we want to relax in the sun? Then I want to go like to Spain or Gran Canaria, Canary Islands.
Yes, the Canary
Yeah.
Islands.
Canary Islands, or Malta, or something like that. Somewhere warm.
See,
don't think that's
I always look at you and like take Wags somewhere warm. You would melt.
I would.
And I know this because we have talked about temperatures, and I'm like, yes, I prefer this, and you're like, that's too hot.
Mm-hmm.
How can you even live at that temperature? I'm like, what are you talking about? That's comfortable. Let's go.
Yeah, I know.
I just, it's one of those. It's fine. It's fine. But it is. It's traveling. I think it is all based on, like, for me, I grew up. My father was military, right? So we always moved around. I up and until very recently, I used to tell people, I have lived in as many places as I've had years that I've been alive. I can't say that anymore because we have stuck it out where we're at here for long enough to upset that number anymore. But I like traveling. I get itchy if I stay too long in an area. Like, I'm like, okay, we've been here for 4 years. It's time to move. It's time to go somewhere. We gotta leave. I'm not used to hanging out in an area for too long. So for me, even where we're at right now, seems like I've been here for far too long. That being said, I like the adventure. I like going somewhere. I like meeting new faces, meeting new people, talking, seeing new sights, doing anything. Like Shayla and I have been planning on a trip to Europe.
Yay!
We want to go hang out with you guys in Sweden and come by and knock on your door, be like, "Yo, Wags, trick or treat,
Trick or treat, motherfucker." No, you're more than welcome.
Give us your Swedish candy. Let's go.
I'll get you some Swedish fish.
Shayla will be all
really
for
good
that.
Candy. Or some Ahlgrens bilar.
I remember the care package you sent to Sapper, and he put that up as Channel Point Redeems on his channel, and the faces he would make.
Yeah, with the Filidutter.
Yes.
Oh, amazing! I love those. Surströmming, hell no. Hell no.
All I got to say is, the stuff is bad when the residents are like, we'll pass. It's okay.
Yeah. When everyone else around you goes, no. Sweden's most bought car. Yeah. Ahlgrens bilar. Filidutter is the shit, right? I am not the only one.
Never had it.
Filidutter is amazing. Filidutter is like, it's a hard ball with basically like licorice on the outside, and then it's a sweet on the inside, and then sour in the middle.
Okay. We've got something almost similar, but it's inverted. So they're warheads. They start out really tart and sour, and then they get sweet on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can get past the pain that is the exterior of it, then you're greeted with something nice and pleasant on the interior.
Yeah.
It's not bad. We used to eat those things by the handful as kids growing up because they were like, oh, these are supposed to, screw your face up permanently. Really? Let's try it.
Challenge accepted.
Oh, now my father
Nasty.
can't stand anything sour. Like, no, will not do it. We used to suck on lemons and limes and anything that was sour just to see who would make the worst face. and I specifically remember this because my father was one day we were trying to get him to join in and suck on a lime packet that we got from a fast food. We had all downed ours. We were like, this is not bad, and he was like, all right, fine, I'll play along. And so he would put the package up and make like he was swallowing it, and then be like, see, no problem, and never actually did it. And I walked up behind him because we were like, you didn't actually suck that. And I was, sure I did. Look, see? And he would put it back up. And when he did, I grabbed the whole of that package and squeezed it right into his mouth. The face he made was worth the price of admission. And I got my butt tore up for that. Like I got a spanking for it.
Oh no.
I would have done it again in a moment's notice. I wouldn't have hesitated. I would have done it all over again.
Afterwards, worth it.
Oh yeah, totally worth it. Totally worth it. But I mean, that's the kind of individual my father was. He was very much so a no nonsense sort of guy, and that was absolutely just nonsense. And he was not big on that, but we enjoyed it. It was funny. It was a huge laugh, and I would absolutely do it again. And a blink of an eye, but yeah, it was good times. Good times. Miss Emakisha would like to know: do you have an unpopular opinion on something? I imagine she's posting that question up since all of your other opinions so far have been like fan favorites.
Do I have an unpopular opinion about something?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, but I don't think that it is that like I don't think. What would you, other than pineapple? It's not no, what's it called?
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to get to.
I think that there would be a lot of discussions about it. And
Well, that's generally what happens with unpopular opinions.
no, right?
That's fine. We can skip that one.
No,
There's
no. I think
plenty of more
like
questions.
one unpopular opinion would be like me not really understanding the what's it called about pronouns and stuff like that. But that's just because I'm ignorant and I don't know like
Well, so there's a difference between not understanding and an unwillingness to learn. Right?
That's true. That's true.
So, it's just, if you don't understand, you don't understand. There's nothing wrong with not understanding.
No.
Where you get in trouble at is an unwillingness to learn, even though you don't understand. You're like, I don't understand, and I just don't care, and I will never understand. And so that can get you into a little bit of trouble. But I think you're okay.
Yeah, probably, yeah. And I think
you're fairly
also
safe at
like
this
an
point.
unpopular opinion would be like something that has to do with religion, but that's just like I said, it doesn't really fit like the vad heter det? I'm trying to figure out the words here, you know. Never mind.
Never mind. Not even going to worry
English
about it.
bad.
It's just fine.
Something like that, yeah. Daisabades.
It is just fine. Let's see. Unpopular. What advice do you want to give the world?
What advice would I want to give the world?
Yes.
Remember to breathe. No. No, but like be a kind person. Try to be the kindest person you can be to each other. Yeah. I don't have anything to say to the world. I suppose.
I would say the world is a vampire.
What?
Wow. Keisha breaking out some of the big guns already.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Better start counting now so I can tell you whenever we get to that question.
Let's see. Miss B would like to know, what is the biggest or the best fish you've ever caught?
Oh, the biggest or the best fish. I think that the biggest I've caught is a pike that's on 10.3 kilogram. It was a big one, and I there is a right question to that answer to that question. No, but it was a pike, and it was like on the last throw. My mom had called. Pikes are big. Yeah, they are, and they have a lot of teeth. But I remember my mom called, and she was like, "Yeah, the dinner is almost ready, so you better get your ass home, and we'll eat." I was like, "Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna throw one more time." So me and my friend, we were out fishing, and I threw it, and I started reeling in, and I got stuck. I was like, the last throw, and I get stuck in the ground, really, or in the bottom.
Right.
So I started reeling in, and when it came to the surface, I was like, holy shit, it's a fish. It's a pike.
I got a
And
bite.
then yeah, and then it started fighting me. It started. Well, basically, it was almost like a log when you were reeling it in, and then it started swimming or fighting me or whatever you call it, and it took me about 30 minutes to get him up out of the water. My friend was ready with a big ass stick to get to
What are you
smack
gonna do?
him.
Bring the fish after you got it out of the water? Aha! It's got his head up. Quick, smash it in the head.
Basically, yeah. That's what we did.
I had visions of Monty Python with that one. The whole bring out your dead bit. I'm like, yeah, bring out your fish. Bunk.
So as soon as the fish got up, he smacked it in the head, and we took it up and we put a stick through his gills and put him on the saddles of our bikes, and we had like these old lady bikes, that was kind of big, and the fish was still like two decimeters still dragging the ground.
Wow, that's a big fish.
It was a big fish. It was a really big fish. I think that is the biggest fish that I've ever caught as well.
Good grief.
But
So when Wags goes fishing, he comes back with some real whoppers.
no, yeah, not all the ways, but I think, as I said, that is like the biggest fish I've ever caught. I've also caught some other big fishes, some other big fish, but that is the largest fish ever caught.
Nice.
What else
Spring
was the
chick
question?
just swipe my piece. Get it back.
What was the question again? Otherwise, more than that.
No, that was the question. Biggest or the best fish you've ever caught?
Oh, the best fish. I mean, that is the the best fish is a mermaid. Yes, I thought I was your biggest fish. Well, you're not a fish, Keisha. That would be weird. I think the most fun fish would be what are they called in English? Let me see. Pike
I
perch.
would just pike perch.
Yeah, I guess it's a mix between a pike and a perch.
Interesting. Never heard of that fish.
Well, they live. They appear in Sweden, and they are.
I was going to say they
oh,
obviously don't appear around me.
there we go. I've sent the name in the chat. It was on 4.6 kilograms. A perch. Yes. It was also like one of those stories where I was fishing and the tip of my rod started like bobbing. I got a fish. So I started reeling in and it felt like a log. And I'm like, huh? And when it came to the surface, we noticed it was a fish and it started fighting. Like normally, like the big fishes are so lazy.
Are they really?
Yeah, they are. They are really lazy until the point they find out they are about to die. But so my friend went down there to the water side and he took the fish in its tail and then grabbed the line and he lifted it up, and since they have like very very sharp teeth, the line broke. And he was like, the line broke, and the fish went away. And I was like, oh well, shit. It really do be like that. so I sat down and I started doing like retackling all my stuff. But I saw something like in the water on the shoreline or whatever you call it. I
Mhm.
saw like a little bit of waves coming in, and I was like, "What the hell?" So I looked down, and I was like, "The fish is still there." So he probably, yeah, he didn't bonk that fish, but the fish bonked its head on something on its way down. So it was probably kind of groggy or something. So
I see.
I went down.
It dove into the water and it dove down hard enough that it didn't pay
Yeah,
attention to where it was going down at, and so it ran into the ground.
yeah, basically. So I got my hands around like the spool, the tail spool of his of him, and I started feeling that he was starting to go away, like he was starting to like gain consciousness again. I was like, not this time. So I clenched my hands so hard and I flung the fish up on the ground, and I bonked down my tackle box and everything, like in the process.
Concussed. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
the fish
word.
got concussed. But yeah, they are really good fish. But that one just tasted like mud. Well, from what I've learned, is that the big fish tastes like mud, basically, or
So don't get a big
I
fish. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Take a lesson from Wags and avoid the big fish.
Yes. I got my English Swedish to English translation thingy here. So I'm trying to figure out not you, mire, sludge, mud. Yeah, okay.
Mud.
So the big fish tastes like mud, basically, in their flesh. So a smaller fish is more tasty. It's better when they're young, you know.
I would say it's probably got more to do with diet at that point. The bigger ones are probably a little bit more of bottom feeders
Oh yeah,
than anything else.
they
But
or they've lived for too long, I guess.
maybe.
That you are misinterpreting what I just said, B. Holy shit.
Toilet Spaz would like to know what's your opinions on toilets.
Oh, they are really good. My opinions on toilets are, well, they are fantastic. A fantastic type of invention.
Really? I find toilets to be a bit sus. Shit goes in but never comes back out. I don't know.
Shit goes in but never comes out. Yeah. Gaming throne. No, but it is a good invention. Like, I mean, kudos to whoever came up with the idea of a toilet. Like, imagine how rich that person is. Or, well, he's probably dead now, but the worst part about toilet is like when you get separation anxiety from your shit.
Some people are touchy about their shit. They don't like when it comes up missing.
Nope. They're like, no, where is my poop?
I've heard a lot of people complain about missing shit. That's all I'm saying.
I miss my shit. Oh Lord. What do you mean? I don't think that's nasty.
She's putting that in there as a comment. Y'all nasty. She's still laughing. We're
Yeah,
all
well,
laughing at that. It's fine. It's fine. Dope Games would like to know if you got reincarnated into a fictional world and you got to choose what world you got to choose. You got to choose one. What world would you pick and why? Sorry. A little hard to read without punctuation marks. I got there though.
If I got reincarnated into a fictional world,
Yep. You were poof. We would call that isekai in Japanese, right? So if you got isekai, if you were reincarnated into another world, what world would you like to be and why?
I think that the most common would be like Pokemon. People would say Pokemon and stuff, but
Not as common as you think, but okay.
you think not?
I'm not going for Pokemon, that's for certain.
There's also like people would say like, "Hey, Resident Evil." I'm like, no, fucking scary,
no.
zombies and shit.
Why would you go somewhere with plenty of zombies out to eat your face off? No, that just sounds
Right,
atrocious.
exactly. But no, I have no idea. Digimon is kind of cool. I would like to go somewhere where there is like Avatar, you know, where there is not the Blue Man Group movies, but the Last Airbender.
Right.
Something like that where you can bend stuff, magic and shit. That would be kind of cool.
So, okay, so is bending really magic, or is it just a connection that people have to a specific element?
Did you redeem that question?
It's my show. I don't have to redeem the question. I just get to ask.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I think that it is the interconnectivity of the nature with bending and stuff like that. Did I say that correctly? Like the connectivity of how spiritually attuned they are to
right, to a particular element. I just find it interesting because that's sort of the kind of take that they put in for that show, right? It's about, you know, it's all very spiritual and it's all very, you know, the better the bender you are, the more connected you are to your particular element. So it's a very spiritual essence sort of thing that they portray.
But
that series.
Yeah, but you're also born into like almost like, you know, Star Wars. You are force sensitive, for example.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're born into your clans, as it were.
Right. So if you're not born force sensitive, you can't be a Jedi, for example. It is also like the same with that. It's like if you don't for example, those who can't bend in Avatar, they will never be able to learn how to bend either because they are not born with the gift.
Well, yes.
Basically.
And welcome in, Jem. Though you should be busy right now.
But otherwise, I think, Avatar: The Last Airbender or Star Wars would also be kind of cool. Like that universe.
Right.
Minus the wars and all that.
Yeah, but would you really want to give up the wars? Because I mean, the wars in Star Wars kind of is what sets the tone for the whole
It is the name of the series. I mean, it's the name of the movies. Star Wars.
Yeah, that all. But if you didn't have the wars going on in Star Wars, the battle between good and evil, I don't think it would be the same place that you've come to think of it as either.
No, that's true.
Let's see.
Hang on. Dotes has a follow-up question to that, like, as well. What element would you prefer to be able to bend of the four?
I'm going airbender all day long. They're the most lethal benders around. If you're gonna do something, might as well be the baddest one you can be.
Now, I think that Earth would be a good thing to be able to bend.
That's a freaking first charge.
He probably would, yeah.
You would be glad not to have a Jar Jar Binks as Emperor. That's all I'm going to say.
Lisa Emperor.
Ms. Drinkabell would like to know, what is the worst game you've ever played?
Oh, the worst game. That is also like a very hard question because I've played so many games.
We've all played so many games, but you should be able to think of at least one or two.
I'm gonna see if I still have
actually,
that game.
My personality fits really well in with the Airbender's desire to play and practical jokes and that sort of thing. I'm actually closer to a Airbender's mindset than anything else.
Worst game I have ever played.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, those hard questions.
I'm
gonna see if yeah. Give me a minute here and I will figure something out.
Way back in the day, there was a test you could take, and I took said test, and the test came back and said that I was 82% airbender. Brain check. So you can gobble, but unfortunately, those internet tests, we all know how extremely accurate they are.
Extremely accurate. The worst game I've played, like of recent, I would say Lords of the Fallen.
Really? You didn't like that one?
No. Because it was so clunky and not the newest one that's from this year or last year, but like the older one.
The original version. Okay.
Yeah.
The first version.
It was so freaking clunky and yeah, I don't know. I hyped up so much about that game because it looked amazing, like the trailer and all.
Do you find that you regularly hype up a game in your mind when you're looking at the trailer before you ever get to it, or
no? I would never. Oh.
That sounds like a big fat yeah.
Every time I think I do that. Cry of Fear could also be one of the worst games. Even though it's, I haven't really gotten through it. I did try it and I want to finish it. But it felt like a game. Well, it is basically a Counter-Strike 1.6 modded version of it, made into a scary game.
Okay.
Hmm. The worst game. That
Yep.
is such a hard question. I don't know.
Yeah. I know for me, Astroneer, worst game ever.
well, yeah. But I mean, it did have some kind of.
Can I actually say that? No, I can't really say that. I cannot really say that. There has been a number of alpha games back in the, I'm gonna say, mid to latter 90s that I was testing that were far worse. They were
Yeah.
so atrocious.
I played a game called Ember. Not the one that we played.
I was gonna say the firefighting one. I thought we had a pretty good time on that one.
No, not that one. Yeah, we had a really good time at that. This game is it is just called Ember, like Ember. Which well, it is basically a homage to a classic role-playing game that features a deep branching story, endless exploration across dynamic and living environments, a robust skill system, and intricate crafting systems. The thing is that I thought it was too complicated. Like it was so slow. I don't.
Well,
What I've noticed is
definitely
that I don't like slow games.
there's definitely a pace to games that you kind of expect. Like I am okay sinking a couple thousand hours into a game. That doesn't phase me any. But if the time sink to get to a point where I feel is worth the couple thousand hours I spent in it, is that couple thousand hours is greater than that couple thousand hours I've already spent, then yeah, I'm kind of like, no, I'm out, and I will pass on a game.
Yeah, it's like if you don't enjoy it, you shouldn't be playing it. Basically.
Yeah. Well, no, so there are some, like, we play a lot of survival games. Like I don't know about you. I say we. I play a lot of survival games. I like the survival genre.
Yep. Same.
So I'm okay dropping in 1,000 hours on that game because you're playing survival, so you have to get your starter stuff in place. Then you have to get past your starter into the next tier, and as long as that progression isn't so painful,
yeah,
I'm okay spending a couple thousand hours in there. But if I'm spending a couple thousand hours in the game and the only thing that I have to show for it is I figured out how to light the campfire.
Yeah.
Check, please.
Yeah, refund straight away.
I'm out. I'm just done.
Yeah, no, but maybe I'd say as well, like, Stranded Deep is also one of those games where I was like, no, like the crafting system was way too annoying to do. It's like you had to throw stuff out on the ground and then have them in your vicinity to do some crafting. It was just weird.
Interesting.
But maybe people like that. I don't know. I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it past the first quest where I had to craft stuff because, like, I have to do a knife, and I'm like, okay, how do I do that then?
Norson would like to know prequels or sequels. Which do you prefer?
That all depends. Like, sometimes I would love to watch the prequel of a movie, like, but if it is a movie that ends perfectly, I would, and I was like, I want to find out what happened before this. I would like a prequel. But if it, I don't know. Star Wars specifically, he mentioned, I think. Oh, I think the prequels are actually pretty cool, like they did with Rogue One, and then the sequel that happened after. No, after or in between 4 and 6. Nay, 4 and 5. The one with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Huh.
I enjoyed the expanded storytelling that they decided to do with the prequels. I thought there were some things that they did that was just kind of, stupid. I would have been okay had they had left the story. Like we all know. So the problem for me is as long as you do the prequels, I think the story needs to be an entire story. You start at the beginning and you tell it to the end. The problem with Star Wars is they started in the middle, according to the way they've got the movies laid out. And they started in the middle, told you all the way to the end, and then went, oh, yeah, we're going to go back and write. And so because it's so out of order like that, when you watch the first one and you watch this kid and you fall in love with what's essentially the hero of the first movie, Anakin, you can't help but look at that and go, he's going to be bad. I already know where his life is going to go to. And so now we're just watching to see where it goes bad. And when it goes bad, it's not even a surprising bad. It's kind of like, yeah, we kind of knew it was going down that way. And you're like, how could you fall for? To me, I got irritated by it because it was like, how, what's happening, what's going on, and you're watching this character develop in a way that you've already fallen in love with the character. Like I liked the Anakin. I liked the little kid Anakin. He was great. And even in the second movie, he was fine. And then when he turns evil, you're just like, you son of a bitch. And I'm irritated. I knew which direction it was already going, but I was still irritated by it. I would have much sooner rather have had that at the start. Watch that through.
It would be more of a twist.
And then have the introduction of his son coming in the originals and that sort of thing. And following that along that way. To me, that would have been, I would have enjoyed that more.
Yeah, I think so too.
And especially now, but we're talking about movies that I grew up with as a kid watching. Like I can't even tell you how many times I have watched the Star Wars series as a kid growing up. Right. So to me, this was my childhood, and then they just kind of come in here and they drop in these prequel movies that just kind of like disrupts and changes, and we're going to remake this because it was not according to. No, that's like telling me my childhood was invalid. That's just rude.
No, but I get what you mean about that as well. It's like sometimes enough is enough.
Yeah. I mean, these movies you grew up watching, they were all shit. So we're just going to change them on you. And you're just supposed to pretend like this has always been this way. And I don't know. That's me. That's my take. But I mean, I have railed against the Spider-Man movies for much the same reason. Like they keep redoing Spider-Man. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was terrible.
Ooh.
The only one that I
know my opinion of that.
Well, but you grew up with Tobey.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I grew up with Tobey Maguire, which also makes him like my favorite one.
Right.
Because I didn't know any better.
I have respect because that's the Spider-Man you grew up with, but not the Spider-Man I grew up with.
No, exactly.
So, I mean, we're allowed to have differing opinions on that, and if you enjoyed Tobey Maguire, go for it. I hate to break it to you, but the original Spider-Man never could just magically shoot webs. This is not how that worked.
I didn't know that though. I thought that was like the whole thing with it.
Originally. So the other thing too, right, is the spiders were being nuclear irradiated. Like the one that got him, it wasn't like a collection where they were experimenting with spiders. This was a spider that spun its web, came down from the ceiling. It was just some random spider and got in between a pair of electrodes that passed radiation between them. And so the spider was irradiated, bit Peter Parker, and then subsequently died after that.
Okay. And he became...
That's how... Yes, and all he could do is he had spider senses, super strength, and that was about it.
Climb walls.
Yeah. And that was... And his strength was appropriate strength to that of a spider. So it wasn't like he was like instantly humongously strong. He had the equivalent strength of a spider his size. Whatever, which is about like 10 times human strength, normal human strength, that sort of thing. So, he could do some really crazy feats of strength, but it wasn't like huge.
No, exactly, Keisha. I thought that Tobey Maguire was like the first one. I know that it was like, what's it called? The cartoon or the what's it called? The book series, like the
comic books.
The comic books, yeah. But wasn't he the first Spider-Man to play Spider-Man in a movie?
Nope. Negatory.
Really?
Yep. We've had other live action Spider-Mans before him. Yep.
I have never seen.
Oh no, you wouldn't. They were grossly old B movies, at best.
Oh,
like the very first Spider-Man movie, the web slinger he had literally looked like he was ejecting rope out of his hands. It was terrible.
Oh,
it looked really bad, and you can first Lord of the Rings movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, wasn't that like a cartoon? The first Lord of the Rings movie.
They were an animated series. It was The Hobbit. It was the very first one. And then it was Return of the King was the second one that they did.
Yeah.
And the Return of the, I think it was Return of the King, because I think it was just a 2-movie. But in the 2 movies, they basically did the Hobbit and then the entire Lord of the Rings series in one movie on the back end.
I
love the singing and the music in those. So fantastic. Let's see.
But yeah, no, I think that it all depends. Like movie,
Right?
the prequels or sequels, it all depends.
All right. Miss Keisha would like to know, how many girlfriends have you had?
One.
That's a good answer. That's the only answer we're going to accept. We're going to move on now.
Well,
she would like a funny memory from you as well.
A funny memory.
Yep. We have 2 more questions after that, and then we'll be wrapping up. So. Yeah.
Correct.
3 hours passes really quick, doesn't it?
It does. Holy crap. Are we really done?
Yeah. We got about 20 minutes left. So Miss Emma-Case would like you to tell us a funny memory.
Well, there are a lot of funny memories. I'm trying to figure out like something that we probably have done together.
It's one of your memories, my dude.
It is.
Yeah, it's your funny memory.
I don't know what to pick.
I don't know what to pick either.
Huh. I don't know. I don't think I can answer that because I have well, when I was I don't know how
Thank you
old
for
I
the
was.
resub, Salty.
Hey, salty. I yeah, I don't know. I don't have. I have a lot of funny memories, but I cannot come up with anything right now.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, a funny memory from recent times here is now when we were playing the Bronzebeard's Tavern.
Oh, God, that was so much chaos.
It was it was just like the way soda out the window. That cracked
the
me
window.
up so I could not. I tried to handle the customers and all that, and it was like bread out the window. And we
Every
just
time
did
he was out
all
the
the
window,
funny.
I'm trying to shovel freaking coal, and all I hear is out the window. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, trying to greet customers and be funny about it as well at the same time. No, smoked barbecue out the window.
Well, I felt bad because I was the one streaming it, and so all anybody ever saw was me running back and forth to the freaking
Yeah,
a hearth at the bottom of the tavern.
maybe you should have been the one greeting the customers. It was like they became so many there at the end, so it's like you forgot. Like at the beginning, you could keep up knowing like the names of the characters that came. It's like, oh, I recognize this guy. I recognize this guy. Oh, welcome on in. And but then the line just went nuts.
Oh, I wasn't even trying to. The when we opened up that secondary area, it was a disaster.
Oh yeah, it became crazy.
But
yeah, I think
know.
that would be my answer to that question. That's my funny
out
memory.
the window. It's a good memory.
Smoke barbecue out the window.
I tell you honestly, one of my favorite memories. There's a clip of, and that's watching you trying to fly.
Oh yeah, it was in Void Crew, right?
The Void Crew fly that ship the first time.
Yeah, I didn't get to start
like,
it.
Hey Wags, yeah, you remembered to turn the engine on, right? Oh,
yes. Yeah, that's also a funny clip. Holy crap! We need to play that game again.
We do. We need to carve out. We need to play Bronzebeard some more too. We can get like 8 people into that. I really think we should try to like pile up just so that we could have like just pure chaos running around.
Yeah, a shit ton of people. Also, a good memory is like
for a free game. That free game was far too good to be at that price tag.
Yeah. Also, a funny memory would be when hang on, I'm trying to think.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like when we were playing the modded Valheim, when you remove the water. And I was confused. I was so confused. I did not understand what the hell was going on.
I remember that. I lost my ability to even talk at that point. I was laughing so hard. Mostly, I was just laughing over your reaction because you're like, well, I guess I can build my boat now. Just as clean of a delivery as you could ask for. That was almost like it was scripted. It was your delivery of that, and I lost it at that point. I was coming back, right? I had started laughing. I'm like, okay, this was pretty good. Wags reacted. I'm okay with this. We're good. I'm chuckling. Next thing I know, you're like, well, I guess I can build my boat now.
Oh yeah.
Just gone. Jam, thank you for the resub.
It was hilarious.
It was astronomically funny. Let's see what else we have over here. All right, Miss B would like to know if you could use a time machine for one thing, what would you choose? Lottery or reliving best shit ever as often as you like?
I mean, no, I think lottery. Because the best thing that ever happened or something like that has already happened, and it is a good memory. But like, you have to think forward as well. You need money. So getting the lottery, you can create new awesome memories that you can remember. So I think that I would want to win the lottery over and over and over again, or something like that.
You would win it once, so wouldn't be over and over again.
Oh, and then I would win a lot of money. So I'd say lottery.
Okay. Rutherford would like to know who is the sexiest man on the internet and why is it you?
Huh. Good question. You, Brother Fjord, is the sexiest man on the interwebs, and I don't know why it's me, because it's not. It's him. I don't know when this started.
I have no idea. It's just a thing that has started, and I for one am not going to stop it. I'm going to be here to support it. So
yeah, it's snowballed. It's just
it's something, all right.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. I don't see why you should.
Nothing really gay about it. I love you in the most heterosexual way.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. That's
let's see. And we'll squeeze Cadius Odin's question in here as our last one before we roll it into the our normal exit strategies here. She would like to know, and I think this is a fantastic question. I think I already know the answer to it, but we're going to find out anyways. So the first part of this question's already been asked, and I did that one to start with. I'll read the whole question, and then we'll get to the part. Right. So Cat Tai Suden says, I don't know if this has been asked yet. Who inspired you to start streaming? We've already answered that question. So the or is who in the community has been a big inspiration to you? So that's the section of the question I want you to answer is who has been a big inspiration to you?
I mean, I know you have been a very big inspiration for me. Like when I wanted.
Not me. Nope. Not
yes,
it.
you.
No. Find somebody else.
You.
That's the wrong answer.
No, it's not. No, but you are a big inspiration to me, and it's like always made me feel like I wanted to get better, because you do so much for this community, and it's not something that
if by so much you mean stand around and troll everybody, you absolutely right. I'm guilty.
No, I'm not sure if it's been taken too much for granted. but I believe that you are one of my biggest inspirations to this, to why I have been wanting to stream more and have a functioning schedule, and yeah, I think.
Well, I know you've taken an indeterminate timeout.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate the fact that you've stuck your head up long enough to come and sit down and have a chat with us about this stuff, because
Oh, absolutely.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you have plans on returning to streaming, or is this the longer you sit out, the more you're like, yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to come back after all? Like, is streaming still on the books for you, or is that something you've done it, you've had your fun at it, and you've met a lot of really cool people and friends, and you're still hanging out and talking with all of them, but it's just not a thing for you? Have you come to those conclusions yet, or what?
Like,
If you don't
right
have
now,
answers, you don't have answers, and that's fair. I'm just asking a question. I'm just curious.
no, no, it's right now. I'm not sure that if I come back to streaming, I don't think it's going to be like the way it used to be, because I
Mhm.
think that I would most likely only be playing like games together with other people, not like the solo, and definitely probably not definitely probably as long streams as it has been, because as
Right.
I mentioned, like in the message, is that I
Mhm.
started using my streaming as an excuse of getting out of different situations, like
Right.
cleaning, or yeah, it didn't really, it messed up a little bit with uh, the life stuff,
Yeah. No,
life
I
happens, and I also used it to like say I'm fine, you know, pretend that nothing is going on in my life currently, but like with my mental health steadily declining, and
Mhm.
stuff like that, I felt like getting off streaming was a choice that was very hard to make, but I think that it had to be made for me to um,
to get better. I get that.
get better. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Get my shit together.
Well, and sometimes the timeout and there's nothing wrong with the timeout and reset. I didn't know if this was going to be a long-standing timeout and reset, or are we still going to see you? You're still floating around in the community playing games with everybody, anyways. It's not like you've like disappeared.
No, I'm still here,
Which
and
I know for me was probably one of the more scarier things that I had to come to grips with, was a world that didn't have a Mr. Waggleton in it. Which was not a future I wanted to look at.
No, but
Well,
I can't say that I do miss it. I do miss the like interactions with people, and yeah. But I mean, we could still have fun even though I'm not streaming,
yeah.
for
Oh,
example.
absolutely. No. You should definitely be, coming by playing games with us, and you've got a permanent spot, dude. Nobody's taking that away from you. Are you kidding me? No, that's the captain's chair belongs to Mr. Waggleton.
Mm.
I'm sorry. We are all glorified and enjoyably happy Waggle-Knots, each and every one of us.
Yeah.
Mental health sucks, yes. And getting straight is definitely a priority, both mentally, physically. We all want nothing but the best for you, my friend.
No, and
And whether or
same
not
goes.
you come back to streaming or not doesn't matter. I think more than anything, the rest of us would just want to make certain that you are okay, and you know that you still have family and friends out here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know I've been away for quite some time. Like, yeah, I haven't been hanging around in Discord too much, or because as I said, also I've been hard stuck at playing some Warframe, and I've been enjoying playing some games alone as
Mhm.
well. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, I do miss like the interactions and hanging out with people. So if I ever were to come back to streaming, it would most likely be just like collab streams, like we were playing Bronzebeard, or if we were going to do some Void Crew,
Golf with
and
friends,
probably
always a fabulous choice.
yeah, exactly. But games like that, I think, would be
Yeah.
my returning sometimes.
You know what? I would say that's fine. If that's what you want to do, sign me up. I'm all there behind you to support you, my friend.
Yeah.
As I think anybody in this community is right there for you. So
Yeah, and I really appreciate like everything everyone has ever done for me. It's like it's hard to not acknowledge that streaming has had a big impact on my life. Bigger than I ever thought it would be. Like I didn't think, because I met so many cool people. I've made so many good friends that I don't want to lose.
right. Friendships are important, but all right.
Yeah.
So once a waggle knot, always a waggle knot. Yes. Absolutely. So
Hell yeah.
our final question is what we usually round out the evenings with. Is usually if you had to give a piece of advice, suggestion, or anything to a younger you or to somebody who's looking to get started in streaming, what would be something that you would tell them?
Contact Nori. No, but I think don't try to be someone that you are not. Be yourself and do, because you are enough. Whoever you are, and if you want to start streaming, you are enough. Yeah, be yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not. Yep, I think that's it.
That's a good piece of advice, though. I mean, don't try to be somebody you're not. Just be happy.
Get
in
a
your
good
own skin.
microphone. But
a good mic helps, but I don't. I have listened to and watched other people who are out there streaming they don't have a good microphone. They have the $10 Walmart microphone from just down the way. And it's good enough. Sometimes that's all you have. Right?
Yeah, and once you get the ball rolling, you can get better equipment.
You can always replace.
Yeah.
But, getting started is a good way to get your face wrecked if you don't do it right, if you don't get out there and do it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that would be my advice.
Nice piece of advice.
Be yourself.
It is good
Because
advice.
you are enough. Yes.
They got most of this puzzle done. Today's puzzle we chose is a Starship themed puzzle in honor of Mr. Waggleton, who's here. They got most of it done.
It's looking good though.
They got the spaceships and everything else. The planetoids are all mostly there. They're just missing some like the stuff on the outside, which is all these little.
The
pieces.
nebulas are not really there yet, but
they're getting there. They're getting there.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where this 3 pieces are going. Because it has to be somewhere around here, but then it's like it could be over here as well. I have no idea.
It could be it could be actually right over there in this section somewhere.
Yeah, I'm thinking of this light area.
Thank you for the resub. But yeah, that's our time. That is our time spent with a very fantastic and amazing Mr. Waggleton. Thank you again. Huge thank you for taking time out of your schedule. I know it is extremely late there. You were up way past your bedtime.
It's just 12 a.m.
It's just 12
midnight.
You're saying that to guys like it's 7 o'clock. I still got another 5 hours before I'm caught up to where you're at now. You got a busy day. You haven't been feeling good. It's fantastic. I am thankful for the time that you spent with us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And when I got the message here about if you weren't sure about if I wanted due to me taking a break.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, of course I want to do it because, yeah.
Yes, exactly as Shayla has said. We do miss you and Miss Amakisha around, and don't be strangers.
No. We're no strangers. Try not to be, at least.
I'm currently trying to make a new Wagglenot out of a Duzukino, but his internet's being a little wonky, so
oh no.
Yeah. So I haven't been able to quite yet launch him to the moon.
Oh yeah. You were playing Minecraft, right?
Yes, still are playing Minecraft.
Yeah. Oh, thank you both for company and Wags lore. No, not a problemo for me. No, but not no problem.
Where's it at? I got it right. Yeah. And
not a problemo for me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fantastic. Still my favorite button to push.
Yeah, it's a great button. But yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for still keeping me in your schedule, even though. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like I said, Wags, you always have a spot. So that's
I
just
really appreciate that.
So we are going to rate out. We have a collection of fantastic and amazing people to go send out to. Do you have a suggestion? Because that is also tradition around here. You get to pick where everybody goes to after this.
What?
Yes.
What?
That's right.
Here. Let me see here.
We have an absolutely amazing collection of people, and you get to decide what new friend or old friend we are going to go jump up and down on and tell them all of the Waggleton lore that they missed out on.
Well, Salty is just throwing up her stream. She's going to stream Stardew Valley. They recently released a patch to it with the 1.6.
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah.
That's where you want to go. Then that's where we'll go.
Mm-hmm.
she's out there lurking right now, so she probably already knows that we're coming in. But that's okay.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, she
Well-
just threw her up, the stream up. So
Oh, she just started?
yeah, 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes. Okay, so should be coming out of her
Intro.
should be coming out of her intro. Oh, she's absolutely out of her intro. Okay. Well, then let's go say hi to Salty. I am going to deafen Mr. Wags. You're welcome to stick around and yak afterwards if you want while I close up shop here. If not, I will catch you next time, my friend.
Mhm.
Again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope that you have a good night. Thank you, everyone, as well. I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your evening, and until next time. This
Till next
has been me and Nori yakking for 3 hours.
Goes by so fast some days. It just, you turn around twice and you're like, we're done already?
Yeah, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good evening, Wags. Give lots of
I'm on
loving to the missus for us, and take care.
Will do. I will. I'm gonna have to scoot. I
Okay.
gotta go to bed.
Yep.
Good night, dude. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you. And with that, here comes the end screen. But we're not done yet. No, we have just spent a fabulous afternoon, evening, for some of you wonderful folks with the absolutely fantastic and amazing Swedish Mr. Waggleton. Dear friend of ours, dear friend of yours, I hope. And we've learned so much more about him. It has been absolutely phenomenal, fantastic, and amazing. And as we always do, we are going to go and send a raid out to Miss Salty Snacks, as that is who Mr. Waggleton has chosen for tonight's streamer. We're going to go follow up with and tell them about all of the fantastic and wonderful things that we have learned about Mr. Waggleton and how much they have missed out on this episode of Talk Tuesday. You people have been amazing and fantastic, and I appreciate each and every last one of you coming out, hanging out, having fun, and talking and chatting and getting to know another amazing streamer. Next week, you won't believe it, but next week, right here on Talk Tuesday, we are going to have Miss Kitsune B. That's right. She's been buzzing around the community. Now she's going to be buzzing into a Talk Tuesday coming next week to you. But let me hit the raid button. Yeah. Salty Snacks. There it is. So the first raid message is for all of you fantastic followers. The second message for all you fantastic subscribers. Whichever one you can use, copy it and get ready to spam it to a high heaven, because we are going to go say hi to Miss Salty Snacks. You fantastic people, I look forward to seeing you all again next time. This Friday we will be doing some more, I don't know what, but we're going to be playing something for a few hours this Friday. Come join by. It will be good times. And then of course there's Saturday mornings Minecraft with Shale, and then afternoons with Zoda, and then Saturday, we're going to be diving back into our series, a moderate discussion with amazing mods. Come see who's next on the schedule. It's a surprise for you. It's a surprise for me. But yeah, I think that rounds up most everything that's going on. So until next time, continue to be the fantastic, fabulous, and amazing people that I already know you are. And until next time, bye for now.